How's it going, folks? Uh, Uh-oh, hopefully things aren't choppy out there. Please tell me in the chat box if things are choppy, because they look a little choppy to me. Diagnosing the stream health. Check 1, 2. Sorry, gang. This is lame. Yeah. This is weird. I'm gonna stick around for like 10, 20 seconds. Sorry, gang, I'm just kind of in a holding pattern until I can establish that this thing is actually not going to freeze up on us tonight, because we've had that problem before. Aiden Schnell's looking for a beating, dude. Yeah, it's a Red Label. Who's ever met the guy that's bragging about his Red Label Yamaha? Let's be real. They're pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna play for a sec and see if this falls off the rails. If it does, just blow up the chat box and tell me I'm terrible, like you always do. And we'll get going. Nice. Okay. It seems like we're maybe kind of stabilized out there. Maybe. I've been getting some green on my OBS over here for a minute, and it doesn't seem like anyone is telling me that, Hayes, you look like a choppy robot piece of crap. Well, it is so great to be back for a Mindful Music Maker stream. We're going to meditate. You're going to listen to me play some music, and I'm going to read your comments. That's what we do here, folks. First off, I am so excited to see Amelia out there in the audience. I miss you. As well as Hungry Wolf off 8. And Loco Joe, Aiden, my buddy Aiden out there. Good to see you, man. I'll respond to your text soon, I promise. Lewis and Brent, good to see you guys. Man, you guys are talking about rainfall out there, you know. I was in a floaty mood today. I was playing my floaty tunes. I've got a new arrangement that I just recorded earlier today of chinkapin hunting, the one that I started with there. Some people just call it chinkapin, too. It's a tiny wild chestnut, in case you didn't know that. And then I played Over the Waterfall. All floaty stuff. Yeah, good to see you, gang. Aiden. So I think we're going to dive straight into the meditation right now. I could use a little bit of that. Like last time, I was saying that I had fallen off the wagon a little bit there about a month ago, but meditation has been going all right recently. I've been doing some mindfulness practice daily. And there was a talk that I listened to recently from one of the Buddhist lamas around here named Kathy. Lama Kathy. She's pretty awesome. She was saying, set the bare minimum that you're going to do every day. And she's like, even if that's 10 mindful breaths. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like a good goal. And I think her deal was like, set the bar low enough that you can't possibly, miss. So that's what I've done. And I've been hitting it. And it feels good, right? You got to give yourself something to accomplish, like an achievable task, right? So I've been doing 10 minutes a day, at least. So yeah, let's go ahead and meditate. Let's do this. I urge you to take a few deep breaths, get relaxed and seated in a comfortable spot. We'll be here for 5 minutes as always. I'm going to mute my mic so you don't hear any cat sounds or all that. And we'll see you in 5 minutes. In case you're new with us, I see we got a few folks out there. Mindfulness meditation, find an anchor, typically the breath. That's the one that I do. Focus on the feeling of the air leaving your nostrils. Count your out breaths. I do a cycle of 21 and then start over. The point is not to keep track or keep count or anything, but the counting can help keep you here and in the moment. So, do your thing. We'll see you on the other side. there you have it, gang. Also, nothing like figuring out midstream why the video was choppy. You know, when you're uploading 60 gigabytes of HD video footage to your video editing friend at the same time as live streaming, it doesn't work so well. Mindfulness. This is why we do this, folks. This is why we do it. All right, Lewis. He's the first one to the chat. I love it. I'm giving myself a solid 6 on that one. Yeah, if you feel like it, go ahead and put a number 1 through 10. How would you rate your meditation? And it doesn't have to be like, you know, judging yourself. Like, did you feel good? You know, or did you learn something from it? Maybe that's a 10, right? Nice. Joe's feeling his flow today. This whole day has been very in the moment for me. I love that, man. It's fun to catch days like that, right? M's got a 7. Solid. Yeah, 4. Hey, 4. That's not bad. I think everybody gets a 10 for like doing it, you know? Awesome, gang. Well, I'm very excited to be back. Thanks for meditating with me and all that stuff. It's really good to build in spots like this. You know, just to restate the purpose of this live stream, it's like I'm trying to incorporate this stuff into my life. I'm not a mindfulness expert. I'm not a meditation coach, but I like to meditate, and I'm finding the value in it, and I feel like it's helping my music. So if you want to chill out with me and do some meditation, let's do this. It's kind of where we're at. And honestly, that ethos is kind of like shaping my... I've been talking about my podcast. I've got about 6 episodes banked now, and I'm going to, you know, try and release it after I get about 10. But that's kind of what I want to do, is just have conversations with people who are really smart and good at this stuff to teach me. And then I can share it with you guys. So keep an eye out for that. If you do want to keep up to date with that stuff, just head to HayesGriffin.com and sign up for the email list. I typically only send like 1 or 2 a month if there's big news, so nothing big there. Nice. Well, honestly, I want to take the opportunity to update you guys on my life. Not that I have like a lot of great things or busy things going on, but like, hey, why not? If you're in the Columbus, Ohio area this Friday, I'm playing a show with one of my favorite bands from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I got to know those folks when I lived up there right at the tail end. They're called the Bootstrap Boys. They're a really great like honky-tonk Americana kind of band. We're going to be playing the Rambling House in Columbus, Ohio. So if you're around, come check it out. I'm going to be opening for them, doing some solo guitar, mandolin, singing, all that kind of stuff. Also, I have been trying lately to build some more, what I want to say, like habits into my life, like I was talking about earlier with Lama Kathy saying, you know, just set a bare minimum, 10 mindful breaths and stuff like that. And I've been trying this thing out. You know, this is a bit of a weird thing to share with you guys, but I'm going to share it anyways because I think it'll make me more accountable. And if you're struggling with this stuff yourself, maybe you'll know you're not alone. I've gained a lot of weight over the pandemic, and I'm trying to get that under control. And it has more to do, I think, with like, you know, the more I think about it, it's like being mindful of kind of like trigger and stress responses and stuff like that when it comes to eating for me. You know what I mean? I think, you know, I always grew up eating a lot of food when I was like stressed out or really happy or any of that kind of stuff, right? So I've been doing that Noom app thing. I'm not going to like give them a recommendation or anything like that, but my doctor suggested it, so I'm just like checking that out. But if you're on that journey, just know that it's hard, but I think mindfulness, I've noticed that my daily meditation kind of keeps me in the moment whenever I have a craving, you know, and I want to go to the fridge and grab like a piece of chocolate cake or something like that. You can kind of check in with it, notice that the impulse is maybe not as a result of like actual hunger, and then control it. So that's one thing I've been doing recently. So once again, if that doesn't resonate with any of you, that's totally cool. But I wanted to share that because it was like for me, it was a big step to kind of do some of this stuff. Also, I just wanted to invite anyone who has a drink handy out there. to raise a glass. Last Friday on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, I haven't heard back yet, totaled my car on the highway by, via collision with a semi, and that kind of sucked and was kind of crazy. I don't really need to, I'm all fine, the car's totally screwed up, but here's to Subi, my faithful 2011 Subaru Forester. We love you. Hopefully you don't end up totally dying on us. I wondered if Joe would know that. So, dude, for all of you folks out there, I am a huge German beer fan, and I have a great little boutique beer shop next to me that I always go buy imports at. And this, I'm totally gonna mispronounce it. I'll say it American style. Rathaus. Rathaus. Pils beer. It's pretty good. I dig it, man. Nice. Thanks for raising your glass. Yeah, doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. If you got your tea or your water, raise a glass to Subi. We hope you're okay. Well, folks, I might play a tune. A couple tunes. Now that I've caught you up on my life. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to say, real cool stuff, Lewis said, "Glad you're unhurt. No one else with you." No, it was just me, man. And the semi was fine, and the truck driver was fine. It was best case scenario. The car got screwed up. Insurance is taking care of it. We're all set. But yeah, there is some big news for those of you that are pickers out there. If you like my guitar stuff or teaching or anything like that, I'm going to be teaching at the Steve Kaufman camp in Maryville, Tennessee, and that is the 3rd week of June, I believe. Let me get the specific dates here for you real quick. June 18th through the 24th. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a great time, and I'm really honored to kind of be part of this camp. Steve Kaufman, for those of you that don't know, he's kind of one of the original big time video guitar educators. He's kind of obviously a huge inspiration to me and the kind of thing that I'm trying to do with my YouTube videos and my subscription site and all that kind of stuff. And it's really cool to kind of have his thumbs up to come teach at the camp and be a part of that community. So I'm really excited for it. It's going to be an awesome week. Other flat pick instructors, Alan Shadd, he and Steve Kaufman are both Triple Crown Winfield winners, so big deal, national champion guitar players multiple times over. Mark Cosgrove, Alan Shadd, and then on mandolin they've got Don Julin, Isaac Eicher, some really cool hot pickers and stuff, and I'm really excited to hang out with them. Alan Mundy on the banjo. So check out that camp if you're thinking that you want to do something like that this summer. C chord doesn't work so well in drop D. There we go. Thanks for all the well wishes out there, folks. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Oh, nice. Joe's asking out there how my lesson with Stash Y-Slouch went. It went great. It's going to be a YouTube video, and you all are going to see it, and it's going to be awesome. So I'm excited to share that with you. That's all I'm going to say for now. Yeah. Seems like the comments are slowing down. Let's play a tune. How about Beaumont Rag? I'm trying to get all my flat pick standards back in shape for this camp, you know what I mean? I've been playing a lot of that hippie jazz kind of stuff, so I need to be able to hang with Alan and Mark and Steve and all that. Gotta get back to basics here. Let's see how this sounds. Maybe nudge the volume a bit. Nice. Here we go. Oh yeah, Joe, the secondary dominance chain, baby. Yeah, the yeah, you could probably even start it way earlier than that too. Do a little 5 of 4 there, you know? Yeah. Let's see how long we can do it, man. And the more you do that, it actually just becomes backcycling, and it's going to turn into like a Charlie Parker tune or something like that. Yeah, maybe this is a dark path. Oh, Typing Hazard says Beaumont Rag deserves altered licks. Oh, man. Yeah. I didn't put any altered chords on there. Well, gang, I feel like picking some, so I'm just going to play for a little while, but keep blowing up the chat box. Say mean things to me. All that kind of stuff. How's about... haven't done this one in a while. Nice. Good to see you out there, Johnny Brandstetter. Thank you for joining us. Oh, nice. Joe's already taken in some vegetables out of the garden this year. Jealous of that, man. We haven't quite hit that yet. What's another good tune here? Play Texas Gales. I'm feeling in a C kind of mood. Nope, not that slow. Let's try Texas Gales, but maybe Yeah, 130. What do you say? 130's cool. Texas Gales was pushing it. I like it. Good to stretch out a little bit. Play a tune's familiar, but in a totally different key. I like it. Johnny's like giving me some live like Ling Ling challenge kind of stuff or whatever. No capo. Ooh, no capo. Yeah. I mean, it's not fair because it's still in C position. Yeah. There's Billy in the low ground and A flat for you. How's that, Johnny? Yeah, it's funny. I need to do that stuff more often because I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I'm already seeing some fretwear, like just like early signs of fretwear on my Martin here, and I'm like, I really just need to play in flat keys all the time so I can like prevent my guitar from like going totally out on the frets. You know what I mean? spread that flat key love around, you know what I mean? And then I won't need fret jobs as often. Well, gang, how's it going out there? I see we got Jacob Hawkins on here. We got Johnny Brandstetter. We got all the heroes out there. It's very fun to see all of you. And if Brent's still out there, Brent Davis, that was such a fun time picking at the Central Ohio Folk Festival with you this past weekend, man. We played some EMD, we played some stumbling, all sort of crazy stuff that you wouldn't expect a mandolin and a banjo to bust out in the Bluegrass Jam tent. But we did it anyways, man. Joe's saying stainless steel frets, dude. This is the way. The one behind me here has it, the Posh. Never done a fret dress on that before, and I bought it in 2013. So 10 years without a fret dress. That's awesome, right? Yeah. Some people don't like the stainless steel. They get really angry about its existence and use as frets, but I'm like, meh. I like the idea of not having to do fret jobs and stuff like that, though. While I'm shamelessly self-promoting out there, too, if you are in the Central Ohio area, I'm doing a gig this Saturday at the Sterling Jamboree, kind of south of Columbus, with Rich Baker, kind of one of the local bluegrass legends. He's one of the hosts of our local bluegrass radio show, and I'm real proud to play with him and the group of people that's doing that. So check that out, Sterling Jamboree, this Saturday. Well, gang, I think I'm going to play one more tune, and then probably just sign off. You know what? I'm going to grab my mandolin real quick. This is just to, like, keep me true and in shape. You'll hear my distant, disembodied voice as I uncase the mandolin and tune it up. Had a great time playing with my band Appalachian Swing at the Central Ohio Folk Festival this past weekend. That's what I was talking about, jamming with Brent. And it was the first gig that we had since playing with Peter Rowan, which was crazy because it's been like 3 months since that happened. So we had to shake the dust off. But I thought we had a real good set. Fun picking with those guys. Another funny story, too, while I'm tuning. Kind of one of the reason I was out on the road Friday and got into that car accident is because I was driving back from Athens, Ohio to visit Don McRosty, the guy that built my mandolin here. He just cranked out a batch of what he calls vintage 24s. They were patterned after and voiced after John Reichman's Lloyd Loar mandolin, and they sounded sweet. Fun to go play some magical red diamonds. Weird, there's like a weird... Alright, there's a tune that we played this past weekend though with Appalachian Swing, and I played this one on the Reichman models down there too. Alabama Jubilee, and I was holding on for dear life, so I'm going to try this one out. Not 7 times in a row for you, maybe more like 3. But it'll be at about 160 beats per minute. I'm gonna take a sip of that. and then start the strum machine. And it's been super great hanging out with you folks. Thanks for joining me here tonight. I know we just meditated and kind of kept the mindfulness talk at a minimum, but I really appreciate you, like I said, kind of hanging around and following me on this journey. I don't really actively state this. When I play, I use this as an opportunity to try and be in the moment, you know, even when I screw up, to get back on the horse and, like, be accountable in front of you folks. So thanks for being with me and, you know, hopefully not judging me too hard. Thanks for letting me test that one out on you folks. It's good to try and put my mind's eye in the right hand during that crazy stuff. Alrighty, gang. Really great hanging out with you folks. M, if you're out there, I miss you. Jacob, good to see you. Loco Joe. Lewis, great to see you, my friend. Typing Hazard, always a pleasure. Aiden, yeah, good to see the whole gang out there. Brent, Hungry Wolf, yeah. Thanks so much, gang. We'll catch you on the next one. Back here in 2 weeks. Yes, that is correct. 2 weeks. We'll be here. Peace for now.